Hey everybody, it's Jane Johnston with the Briar Hill Group at Remax, host and host of Vancouver Island Time and Community Talks. I'm here with Tamara Passmore Griffith. She is the owner of Where It's At Boutique in the Mill Bay Center. She is going to be talking to us about retail. I thought this was really interesting because she runs a clothing store, and clothing, obviously, the whole business has changed in the past 6 weeks. So I'm just wondering, I actually, the reason why I contacted you to be on the show is because of what you're doing on social media with your videos. So first of all, have you always done video when you're showing clothing?
No, video is a new thing. It's something that I was planning on doing prior, but when you're working in your business, it just kept getting pushed further back and back and back. So now with COVID, I've been able to put that at the forefront.
So
my store's not open, so it's easily stayed set up, and being able to show my products.
And is it generating sales for you?
Yes, actually, the videos are, plus the social media feeds, which is interesting because my social media feeds of Facebook and Instagram, I used to interact with my customers, but it didn't necessarily generate instant sales like online, and it is now. So it's definitely been very interesting with that.
So actually, what's interesting about this sort of platform is it can be interactive. Are you interacting? Are you doing Instagram? Because that's where I'm following you. Are you doing Instagram Live and Facebook Live, or how are you doing it?
No, I have done. I've done the video app, I guess is what within it. I haven't been comfortable. This is my very first live of anything because it's new. So no, I haven't done live yet.
Okay, well, actually, we've had to do in real estate, we've had to do live open houses, and it's been a bit funny because obviously, you know, things can change and somebody can ask you a question. And if you don't know the answer, you have to find it out. So you have to be a little more prepared. But I'm finding that you get sort of a more genuine interaction than you do previously. And it doesn't feel like you're like throwing it out into the ether. Have you felt like that?
No, I haven't. You know, I found the first couple, absolutely. The first couple took a long time and a lot of retakes. But my last one that I did, I was able to pump out like 6 of them in 3 hours, which was nice and quick. So it's getting easier. You're starting to figure it out. I already had all the equipment. It was just making the equipment work.
So what is the equipment that you have? You have an iPhone, right?
I have an iPhone 11, and I purposely purchased one because I felt that the camera's good and the video's great, and it's easy to edit, and everything I find, of course, has to become a template of some sort that I work off of, and I found that the iPhone 11 really great for that.
And what technology are you using to edit your video?
InShot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so InShot, I'm also in the process of doing pre-show, post-show stuff that I haven't quite put together yet, but it is in the works.
Like an intro and an outro?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's definitely been a challenge to, you know, I'm not one to like to be in front of the camera. I'm one that likes to be behind the camera. So it's definitely been a challenge for me, but it's been interesting and it's been fun because I've tried to make it when I do pre-record it, I do try to make it very organic. Yes, I prepare, but I also, it is organic.
Yeah, like it's natural, right?
It's very natural. My mom is the camera woman since social distancing. She lives, so she's with me and then at home. So she is behind the camera, which has been fun too.
Cool. So how long have you owned your business then?
I bought it 4 years ago in March. So it's still very, the business the store has been around since 2004, but I bought it in 2016.
So are you managing, so you have a history of sales. Are you managing to keep up with the sales, or is it changing? How are people picking up product from you?
So we have done curbside pickup online. I never had a website. It was, again, one of the things in the works, but never hadn't quite transformed just because of the work it does take to put it together. And I also do Zoom appointments besides one-on-one appointments, and we do follow the social distancing by keeping the door open so people don't have to touch the handle, having the cleaner, the gloves, steaming stock. Anything that gets touched gets steamed and put away in 24 hours. So then it kills the virus. As far as I understand at this point, it's a better chance of killing the virus and not putting it out so we don't spread it.
Right. This is awesome. So are you, so are people then, is the process that they're seeing you on social media and your hashtag is where it's at, right? Boutique?
Where it's at boutique, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So they're seeing you on social media. They see the video. I noticed some people are commenting on your Instagram, which is awesome. Are they also, I haven't been following you on Facebook. Are they also commenting on your Facebook?
Lots of comments on Facebook. And I also, did end up forwarding my work phone to my cell phone. So they're able, sometimes when it's sometimes quicker just to talk on the phone. So, connect on the phone. So we have done a little bit of that too before they come in and prep anything instead of so much back and forth.
Okay, I'm putting your information on here. Okay, so then when they come in, they already know it's a very warm viewing. They already know you've set aside what they're going to be trying on. They could just like literally walk in, head into the change room and try it on.
Yeah, definitely. The one-on-one experience has been something I have worked on for the last 4 years anyhow. So appointments have been something very common, but it's just come at the forefront. It's just come more at the forefront with people.
Okay.
And more people now know about it, whereas it was just at the beginning stages up until now.
And where are your buyers from?
I have buyers from all over the place, actually. I have, as far up island as Port Alice, Courtney, Duncan, Nanaimo, Shawnigan Lake, a lot from Victoria, and even Vancouver, Alberta, and some European clients come and they do their shopping. They have places here or family here, and they come do their shopping, and we set appointments, and they work with me that way. And Salt Spring too, yes. Yeah.
Is your mom giving you tips?
Mom was like, Salt Spring, customers come from Salt Spring too. Yes, from the islands, Salt Spring, Galiano, yes. And Vancouver, of course. So when they come visit family, they come and they a lot of ladies, they'll make it an experience. If they're coming from Victoria, a bunch of ladies will come. They'll go enjoy the cuisine in the Cowichan Valley, then come and do a shop and make it a whole event of a day. Or they come up with the ladies, go have something to eat, shop, and then they'll go to the theater is another one.
Right, and you're in that hollow at Mill Bay, right at where the mall is.
Where Thrifties is.
Where Thrifties is, right?
Yeah. So in the main, and people also come up. You get some Americans that come up regularly on their boats, and then they pop into the mall for that too. Or, and the Victoria people will sometimes come. They like the come on the Brentwood Ferry. Some people don't want to come up over the Malahat. So a bunch of ladies will come on the BC ferries on the Brentwood Ferry.
Cool. Well, it's funny because I've been following you for since I met you, which was a long time ago.
It was. I think, 2014, 15?
No, you know what? I knew you before that because I bought a Volkswagen.
Right. Yes, you did. Yes. Yes. You still have your EOS?
I do.
Okay. And I watched one of your videos and I was like, is that still the EOS? I could see it was convertible. Yeah.
It's such a fun car. It has its
issues,
but it is a fun car.
It is.
Okay. So show me what you have for sale behind you. Your mom can yeah.
Here I have a Papillon natural fiber linen dress with a button detail coming. It's actually quite flattering down the front. In the middle, the rompers are still in. This one is a romper, but it's like a skirt romper. Pattern is quite flattering to the body and hides a lot of sins. Or I have over here, one of the trends is a wide leg denim. We do, of course, have skinny legs. The white blazer is a huge trend this season, just with a little tank underneath and dressed up with some jewelry, which is Glee Jewelry, which is a local jewelry company. I try to, support Canadian companies as much as possible. I do have some European lines too, but I always try to source ethical companies as much as possible.
Okay, can your mom just scan a little to the right because we only are seeing a little bit of that white? Yeah. Okay, awesome. And so when you're, and those are wide leg pant. Are those
with a little belt? Yeah.
Huh. And what's it? Okay, can she scan to the left?
It's a great help. I couldn't do it without her.
So what's coming in this summer?
Well, it's really pretty. It's just, summer and even fall, of course, I've already bought for fall, is really just, it's very pretty. Skirts is new this season. It's been very hard to find skirts. I've done more dresses. I always do dresses for weddings and events. I do a lot for a lot of people for events. But skirts and florals and stripes, pattern is definitely more natural fibers this season too. So linen is continuing. We have a great bamboo line called C'est Moi out of Montreal. We've got some fun stuff this season and really vibrant colors. Of course, we do have the basics of the avocados and grays and blacks. White. The white collared shirt is big. So we have huge variations on the white collared shirt that you can do anything, a timeless piece.
Okay. So I have some comments here from some of our viewers. Tracy McComb says she still has her pink purse from you.
Hi, Tracy.
And she loves that dress. And Danielle Donahue loves the green dress. I'm wondering if you have anything more you can just grab and show us. What do you think?
Yes, Mom. Do you think you can just take a little look around at some of the walls? Okay, I'll actually do it. We'll do some. Let's just see how this works.
You can flip around if you want.
Yeah, let's flip it around. Just a second here. Oh, it is. We'll still make it work. No, we won't make it work that way. Bear with me.
That's okay. What's that yellow top there?
Oh, yes. That is, I'll get out of the way. This is a beautiful yellow top with a long skirt. And the yellow top is 3/4 sleeve. A lot of ladies find that they don't like to show their upper arms, and it isn't age specific. And you can open up the front if you wanted to put something underneath and just wear it open as a jacket, but lightweight.
Okay, yeah. So are you finding, what's the demographic of the ladies who are buying in your store?
Funny enough, I have a huge different variation of demographic here. I get as young as 10-year-olds, and I get as senior as 92-year-olds. It's more about a style.
Okay, so what would you say is your style then? Kind of casual, dressy casual.
Dressy casual. I'm boho chic. So you can add the classic. I have some classics, and then I have the boho, kind of a little bit more feminine. And when you put them together, it's boho chic. So you can put it in many different ways.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay, let me just see if I have any more questions here. Hold on one second. Um, so
Can you see some of that?
yeah, I really like those actually. They look comfortable. I'm wearing that white shirt right there.
No.
Is linen in?
Yes. Linen is continuing, and then they mix the linen with rayons and cottons, and so the linen isn't necessarily as
Wrinkly?
wrinkly or even hard to care for. I find a lot of the products are cold water wash, hang to dry, or if gentle cycle.
Right. So one of the things I find is I'm not very good at ironing my clothes.
Don't have to. Sometimes you can just soften it up by putting it in the dryer for a second, and
Right.
then it softens it a little bit. But I actually do not iron. You know what? I have a great iron. We do have steamers here, and the natural fibers do need a little bit more steaming. But no, you don't have to necessarily do a lot of ironing. Those days are gone. Thank goodness.
Okay, so a few more questions. I'm just wondering, do you think that overall the business style in Victoria is relaxing? Or is it like, do you think that, do you think that people are dressing more casually than they were, a number of years ago?
I don't find it as much here. They're learning how to put it together. So yes, in the fact that there's not as many people wearing heels and stuff, like dressing things up with heels. But I sell a lot of dresses, and people traditionally think a dress has to be fancy, but it doesn't have. You can wear your dress to a wedding, but you can also add a jean jacket or a little sweater and wear it casually with a casual shoe. It's all about your shoe and your jacket for, but are people wearing things more casually? I think generally the West Coast look is casual. But I try to share with people is, don't be afraid to wear. I mean, you're not going to wear your heels to the grocery store, but like I love the style right now that started to come in the West Coast here of putting a casual dress with a pair of fashion sneakers.
Oh,
And I was in Europe probably several years ago. It's 2 years ago now. And, they were wearing high tops with dress pants and sandals with, so, really playing with the, you can wear it with, with dress pants or a blazer and jeans, or a blazer and pants, or blazer and skirt. Blazers are big. Meghan Markle has definitely brought that blazers to the forefront again.
yes.
Yeah. So
So
there are the influencers out there.
okay. Do you think that your business is going to be changed permanently through COVID-19? Like just the way people shop?
The whole industry is actually I believe is going to change. Even how my vendors are working with us and have to work with us differently. People are more comfortable with online. When it really came to small businesses, they have been, and probably still are, a resistance to social media platforms. Even though it has been big, it's still been a resistance to online, because online is a whole nother business in itself, right? So it's adding another platform, but it's also adding another business to our current businesses. But people are getting used to it and more comfortable with it. I know I've heard on my one-on-ones people saying that they're just so happy to not have to struggle with the online. But on the other hand, more and more of my customers are interacting with me online.
Okay, one of the questions we have here is, are all of your clothes and items shown online, or just some of them?
I have not got them all out. I have a whole lot more in the store. I'm in the process of still adding. My big thing was because I did my website myself, there was a learning curve to it. So doing a lot of it myself did make the learning curve. So I am daily now adding to it.
Right. Well, let me know if you need any models.
Oh, I will definitely let you know that. That would be great, Jane.
Okay.
Can I have you, your daughter? What are you thinking?
You can have me. Probably my daughter would love to do that.
Mother-daughter would be fun.
Yeah.
Right? Mother-daughter. Because, one thing is I have staff members that are multiple age groups. I have in 30s, 40s. Well, I'm in my 40s. I've had 30s. I have 50s, 60s. And multiple age groups can wear the same thing, but you just wear it differently.
Yeah.
And
Well, I know that because my daughter steals my clothes and
yes,
wears them differently than I would.
yeah, and that, yes, but as we mature, we can still stay relevant, but not try to look like we are, in our 20s or 30s, right?
Okay, Danielle is saying, I love the Guess brand, so I'd love to see everything you have online. Heart.
Okay, I will work on Guess first. I will work. I definitely have a lot of Guess because it fits a certain body type, and I also like the way that Guess is going. They're doing a lot more eco-friendly, and that's the big change: is how to be more sustainable, how to be better for the environment. It's been a lot of talk, but now with COVID, they're pushing it forward that much more. Using recycled products, being vegan, using organics, more and more, and it's becoming more mainstream and not just certain, selection.
Yeah, I'm
So
really
yes,
impressed with your level of knowledge.
I love it. I really love what I do, and I have so much fun with. I really love the community that I feel in my store, and I love my customers. And with my fashion design background, I just, I find that, I did fashion design 20 some odd years ago. And I find that, my fabric science, the fabric combinations is fascinating. And I get to, or I love, my husband and I love to travel. And so whenever we travel, we go see some of some of the factories and discover new ways to put things together, and it keeps it fresh for me, and that I can bring back to Mill Bay.
Right. Yeah. Well, the world's your oyster, right? Like there's nothing stopping you.
No, and the world is quite small in that way, right?
Yeah. Although I did read today that I think that the travel will be changing. I'm getting a bit of feedback here.
Yes, it is changing.
Okay. So I'm just going to close out here. And because I'm getting a bit of feedback, I'm just going to remove you from the stream, but stay on the line. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want more information about Where It's At Boutique and you want to work with Tamara Passmore Griffith, you can get in touch with her. She's at the Mill Bay Mall, which is Mill Bay Center, and you can call direct to 507-438-8914, or you can follow her on social media at Instagram or Facebook at Where It's At Boutique. Thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate it. I've learned a lot.
Thank you. It's great to see you again, Jane.
You're my pleasure, and I hope to have you on Vancouver Island time.
Excellent. You take care. Have a great evening. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.